Good day. This is meteorologist Connor Tully at the Fleetweather Ocean Routing Center, New York. It is about 6:30 UTC on September 5th, 2022. In this video, I'll discuss the two tropical cyclones we currently have in the North Atlantic. Starting with a quick satellite overview of the basin, we can clearly see our two tropical cyclones. First, we have Hurricane Danielle in the far north central Atlantic, currently located several hundred miles west of the Azores. And we have Tropical Storm Earl, currently located just north of Puerto Rico and the Virgin Islands. We'll now take a closer look at the two systems, starting with Danielle. Starting with the satellite loop of Danielle, we can clearly see a well-defined eye, currently centered roughly near 39 north, 44.5 west. We can also see well-defined spiral bands going towards the eye. Analyzing Danielle's environment, we can see that the hurricane is currently located over marginal sea surface temperatures of approximately 26 degrees Celsius. However, it is in an area of low wind shear of less than 10 knots, and these conditions should allow the hurricane to at least maintain its strength over the next day or two. Thereafter, it will track east-northeastward into progressively cooler waters, which will result in gradual weakening. We can now take a closer look at this forecast track based on the latest advisory from the National Hurricane Center. We can see that the NHC currently analyzes the maximum sustained winds at 90 miles an hour or 80 knots. And they forecast the system tracks slowly to northeast and then east-northeast over the next day or two while maintaining strength. Thereafter, an approaching upper-level trough from the west will cause Danielle to accelerate to the east-northeast and begin to weaken over the cooler waters. By the end of the week, Danielle is forecast to become a post-tropical storm. I will note that models are in excellent agreement on this forecast over the first couple days. However, in the mid to long range, there is greater uncertainty with the exact track. Some models continue this east-northeastward track, while others forecast the system to curve more to the north-northeast ahead of the aforementioned trough. We'll now switch gears and take a look at Tropical Storm Earl. You can see that this has a less classical appearance compared to Danielle, with a large area of relatively disorganized squalls. The center of circulation is currently located near the western edge of these squalls. Now taking a look at the environment that Earl is in, we do see it is in an area of roughly 29 degrees Celsius sea surface temperatures and expect to remain so over the next several days, which are more than adequate to support tropical cyclone development. However, the system is currently in an area of high wind shear from the southwest in association with an upper-level trough centered near the Turks and Caicos at this time. This wind shear is what's causing the convection to be concentrated mainly east of the center of circulation, and this shear is expected to persist over the next couple of days, which will allow for only slow strengthening of Earl. Thereafter, the wind shear is expected to slacken, and Earl will be very able to fully take advantage of the warm sea surface temperatures, allowing for more rapid or more quick intensification in the mid to long range. Taking a look at the latest NHC cone for Earl, we can see that the system currently has maximum sustained winds of 50 miles an hour or 45 knots, and is moving slowly to the northwest. Later today, this system is expected to turn more northerly and continue a slow northern track over the next couple of days, with some slow intensification expected. By midweek, as the shear weakens, the system is expected to intensify at a more rapid pace, potentially becoming a major hurricane by the end of the week, as it curves more towards the northeast. Models are in general agreement on this recurving scenario with the intensification through the week. However, there remains some discrepancies in the exact track, forward speed, and intensity of Earl in the models. We'll close by looking at potential impacts to shipping over the rest of the week using the latest run of the GFS model. Again, we'll start with Danielle. You can see the system is producing an area of very rough to high seas centered around the system, and this area is expected to gradually grow as the week goes on. The GFS provides an example of a potential alternative track for Danielle, as it tracks it more towards the north-northeast by the end of the week, getting it out of the main shipping lanes sooner than if it follows this NHC course more towards the east-northeast. Regardless, we'll have to monitor the system closely over the next several days for potential impacts to shipping lanes between North America and the English Channel. Switching over to Earl, we can see that due to its disorganized nature, it is only producing a small area of gales and rough to very rough seas, mainly on its northern and eastern sides. Over the next couple of days, as this becomes more organized and tracks to the north, this area of very rough seas continues to grow. And then by later in the week, as the system intensifies more quickly, we do see both the scale of the impacts and the extent continue to increase through the end of the week. Again, we'll note that the GFS provides another alternative scenario for Earl's track over the next several days, as in this case, the GFS is faster with Earl's forward speed compared to the NHC forecast. We can see the difference in the 0Z on the 10th forecast from the GFS compared to where the NHC currently forecasts the system to be at that time. This has been Mirage's Connor Tully at the Fleetweather Ocean Routing Center, New York. Thank you for watching. Stay connected and safe.